Hey, what's going on, guys and girls? Hope everybody's doing well. So we're just going to be doing a quick job here today, changing that high pressure sodium light behind me to an LED. Now I can't reach it with my truck, so it's going to be a climber. A few things I wanted to go over here real quick. These can be changed while energized very easily. It's as long as you're following all your safety procedures. It's a pretty basic process in the grand scheme of things. But we're going to actually open the transformer because I knocked on the door and nobody's home, and if there's any steps I can take to make my job safer, I will do that. So pretty easy setup. We're going to open that cutout from the ground with a long stick. Now, one of the major hazards here, if you can see off in the distance, there's 3 separate transmission lines here. The first one, we got this guy going right over top of my job site. That's 69,000 volts. We've got a 138,000 volts, and we've got a 345,000 volts. So all 3 of those transmission lines cross over top of this single phase side line that I'm going to be working on. So even once that transformer is open, there's a good chance there's going to be some, we always just say induction, but I guess the proper term would be capacitive coupling. So everything I'm going to be working on while I'm up on that pole is bonded together. So even if there is some induction in that neutral, there's not going to be a difference in potential between, let's say, where my hooks are in the pole, on the butt ground, or on the pole ground, and the neutral itself. All right, so one last thing to mention, guys, before we get up there is when you're climbing poles, not a good idea to climb with short sleeve. Good way to get all kinds of splinters. Also, you want your FR in case there is an accident. It's part of your PPE, just like your hard hat and your safety glasses. All right, so we're gonna put our long sleeve FR shirt on. All right. All right, so we got one last step, guys. I'm gonna go close that transformer in. Now, when those photo eyes initially get energized, they do turn on for a second or two. So I'm gonna leave the camera rolling on the light because I can't quite see it from the transformer. So we're gonna close that in, check the footage, and carry on to the next one. So one last thing real quick before we leave here, guys. Your hand line, when you're all done with it, as tempting as it is to do this, don't, because when you get up the pole and you throw that hand line down, there's a good chance it's going to be all knotted up from the tension you kept on it as you were wrapping. So take your hand line, thumb and finger, quarter turn with each loop that you do. Quarter turn. There you are. Leave yourselves a bit of a tail. Throw it around a couple times. Out through the top. You're good to go. Hang that on your belt. Away you go. All right, guys, so thanks for dropping in. We got a super busy day today. We're going to head off to the next one, or the next 21 work orders. Thanks for dropping in. Don't forget to drop me a fist bump along with where you're watching from. Please consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time.